Hey everybody, Gradigy here, doing another HeroClix review on my kitchen table. I'm going to be alone for the next month, just me and my dog, so I figured I'd take the time and use this space to its fullest advantage. Normally the people that are here don't like me using the table. But here's going to be the Avengers, and this is going to be the original 5 roster lineup with the most original costumes for those characters that I have. There is one exception, and that's because I think this character is so well represented by this incarnation that there should be no other Thor played ever unless it is the Chariot or the Cosmic. So obviously I'm talking about the Hammer of Thor. Let's get that zoomed in a little. I think that's a little too far out for my taste. And the original suit that Tony Stark wore as Iron Man, which was the gold-plated suit. Let's see if we can do something about the light. What do you say, guys? Yay! Yay! Ah, that's better. Anyway, that was a nice waste of time. And then, of course, the Hulk from the Infinity Challenge. And by the way, this is the Armor Wars unique, not the LE. I do have that one too, but that was his original appearance costume. It's silver instead of gold. Ant-Man from Supernova in his original Ant-Man costume, and the Wasp from Avengers. So the only two modern age are these two. These two. There, that time you saw my fingers. And I don't remember if I've done Thor before. I know I've done the Hulk, but as if you've played Clix, you know how awesome he is. 10, 12, 18, 5 with 10 range and 2 lightning bolts. So he has a range of 15. Yeah, and he's got to roll a 6 to hit an 18. So nothing really difficult about this guy. Indomitable. He's just point and shoot. Nothing really complicated about him. He does kind of switch to a melee fig just a few clicks in, which I like. You know, he's got the running shot opening, which gets you in close. And then he switches to running shot with a Quake. Yes. And then he gets charge and Quake. And like I said, close combat expert. So he does turn into a late dial meleeer. He doesn't have any special powers. He's indomitable, 226 points, and he has the trait that he always has super strength. He can always use it. He doesn't possess it, so you can't outwit it. I think the only one that says actually possess, for you people who get confused about traits, is the new Batman and Green Arrow. They possess sharpshooter, so you can outwit it. Everyone else can use powers as of right now. So that's the only thing you got to worry about getting outwitted. And I'm not really 100% sure on this Iron Man. That's Force Blast, Super Strength, Invuln with 3 damage, so it's a potential of 5 damage for 89 points. Not bad. 6 range, 1 lightning bolt. Drops immediately to toughness, but doesn't lose any stats. Loses one attack and 1 damage, but he gets range combat expert. Keeps pretty much everything. He may have lost a movement. Nope, everything stayed the same. Everything stayed the same. He regained super strength. Got earthbound, super strength, and outwit. And then he's dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is all but 1 click, by the way. So there you have that. The only thing I don't like about this fig is that he starts out with super strength and then moves on to RCE, which is range combat expert. It really should be the other way around. Just for simplicity's sake. RC, range combat expert, so they get up close, and pack a heavy object that whole time and then hit him with it. Much easier. I've done this Hulk, so really the only thing I'm going to just show you his angriest click. If you really want to see a better one, go to the Hulk review, which I'll put in the bottom bar, I suppose, and we'll see, and you can see that. So I'll just show you his dial, but I won't really talk about it. He's aged well, I'll tell you that. There's his mean click, 9, 12, 17, 5. So he's pretty good. First points for 147. How many clicks do you see that have that? I'll compare him to Thor, which of course Thor has a lot of other things going for him, but let's just talk stat-wise. 147, 9, 12, 17, 5, 226, 10, 12, 18, 5. Now, of course, everyone's going to want Thor over this old guy, but still pretty good. So, and then he gets regen, which you can get back onto. So, but the only bad thing is this is one of the few Hulks that has 2 activation clicks. So, double time him, put him in a phone booth, whatevs. And then we have Ant-Man. Kind of a cool little sculpt. I've always kind of liked the old school suit form where he's actually Ant-Man and the ant and stuff. He's got charge, in cap, 18 defense with super senses, and 2 damage with perplex. So, gets stealth, keeps the perplex, loses 1 defense, loses a damage, loses a defense. His defense goes up, but he loses that super senses. But he's still in stealth, then he gets sleep, climb, and there's nothing spectacular about this figure, but he's kind of fun. 81 points, not bad. And probably the only one out of all these figs that I would never, ever, ever, ever consider using, because I have used him, believe it or not, and he didn't do that bad. Just don't push him off that invuln, or he is going to get smacked, and it will hurt. So she does have, but there's 3 other people on this team with flight, so you're going to have more carriers than you need. 7, 9, 17, 2 with super senses, 5 range, 37 points. Loses defense, loses an attack. Gets in cap and energy shield. In cap and energy shield. She should be dead. Oh, 1 more click. Dead. So, worst click out of the original Avengers lineup. And I picked the old school costume. I wanted to go everything. The only one that doesn't have Avengers keyword on this team is the Hulk, and that's just because that's the old school fig, and I love him. It really is one of my favorite Hulk figures because it's like angry, and then at his height, he's almost dead, but he is still a ginormous threat. So that's why I picked him. He doesn't have. I think he might have monster, maybe scientist. Now you'd be surprised how many Hulks have scientist. So that's the Avengers. So maybe next time I'll do an upgraded version of the Avengers lineup that I like. Yeah, I think I will. So we get to see who that is. Tune in next time. Play on, guys.